Welcome to the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast, dedicated to exploring the interesting journeys of the people in the provincial construction industry. Presented by the Newfoundland and Labrador Construction Association, produced by Gale Force Winds. Join us as we chat with the inspirational individuals that ensure the continued growth of the construction industry and the province of Newfoundland and Labrador.
And welcome to the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast. Great to be here at Build Expo 2023, Day 2. I'm Alan Dale, jury crew. We're having a lot of fun here. Great conversations happening here on the trade show floor and certainly here in the podcast booth. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name is Robert McGinn, and I work with a company called JCL Investments, and we're based out of Corner Brook, and we have operations in Corner Brook and in CBS.
JCL Investments, what's it all about?
JCL Investments is primarily a heavy civil contractor. We also are a ready-mix concrete supplier. We're an asphalt supplier. We build bridges, we build wharves, so we're involved in many aspects of the construction world.
And based in the best coast of Newfoundland, right? Not the west coast, right?
I would have to agree with you.
I'm dragging you into that one.
That was a trick question.
Premier talked yesterday about a lot of big infrastructure investment. What's that mean for you folks?
That's big news, I think, not only for us, but for the whole construction industry and for the province as a whole. Because whenever our government is spending money, it seems like the economy has a tendency to chase as well. So I think it was very, very good news that he shared with us yesterday.
Yeah. Any challenges in the industry to get talent and stuff like that?
I think everybody is probably facing challenges today to some degree or another on the supply side,
right,
and also on the people side.
Right.
Yeah. So we're all kind of struggling through some things, but we're Newfoundlanders and we're tough, and we'll get through it.
Right, and the province has a focus on immigration and also introducing skilled trades into the high schools and things like that. Everybody seems to be rowing in the right direction to solve that talent problem. Do you see that happening?
I do. Actually, we've recently hired on a tradesperson in our shop in Corner Brook, a welder from Ukraine.
Okay.
And he's fitting in very well, very talented. And I think it's a good thing.
Wow, does he speak English?
Very broken English, but his co-workers are giving him a very quick lesson in Newfoundlandese.
So he came over from the Ukraine, how recently?
I think he's been in Newfoundland for 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
And just recently there was a job fair in Corner Brook, and I think there was a group of Ukrainians came across the province to take in the job fair.
Right.
And our HR manager was there and met the gentleman, and we offered him a position, and he moved over and doing quite well.
Was he a welder in the Ukraine before?
Yes, he was.
He was, So he's coming in with probably some good skills.
He's coming in with some good skills, but unfortunately, I don't think he can transfer his credentials.
Right.
So he'll probably be on like as an apprentice with us and have to go through the program to become a journeyman.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But still doing good welds all the whole way through.
Most definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
What a fantastic story. Can you imagine leaving the war-torn Ukraine and moving out to Corner Brook, which is, Jerry so rightly pointed out, beautiful part of our province. Can you imagine how that must be?
The things we take for granted, these people are just getting a taste of now.
Right.
And they're very, very appreciative.
Yeah, it must be amazing as a company to be a part of that. That's such a great success story.
Most definitely.
So the entire company, like all the workers, they must feel good about providing this person with that job.
They do.
So there's a buzz within the company about it, I would imagine.
Absolutely. Everybody's gotten on board to help them find an apartment and find them some furniture and things like that.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's a great success story, right? And just right here in our backyard. And sometimes we forget to tell those stories, but that's a wonderful story. I bet his life and your company being a big part of it, his life has changed dramatically.
Well, it's just another, another way of the industry and companies giving back to our society.
Right. Now, tell me a little bit about you remember the NLCA. Tell me a little bit about the importance of that for you.
Well, the NLCA, of course, is a great organization and represents the construction industry quite well. And we're big supporters of industry associations. We're a member of the Heavy Civil Association as well as the NLCA. And for us, this like this show today, yesterday and today, provides great opportunity for us to put ourselves out there, and we have a captive audience.
Right.
All the other contractors are our potential customers, so it's great for us to be here, be involved in the show. Met some people that we already know, and some customers we're already servicing, but also meeting some new people and getting some real good exposure.
Yeah, it's great to have those networking opportunities, and the NLCA provides that on a number of fronts throughout the year. Advocacy for the industry largely as well. So
yes.
It seems to be a very collaborative group, both in the NLCA and in the whole industry largely.
100%. Nice to see competitors too come together under one roof, and you can put your competitive baggage to one side, and we're all kind of working for the better good of the industry.
Yeah.
Robert, I keep looking at your business card and it says General Manager, Concrete. Like, I love that, short and sweet. Let me ask you a question, because I don't know. Can you pour concrete throughout the year now?
100%.
Yeah. When did that change? Because that wasn't always the case, was it?
Well, I've been in the industry now for 45 years, and you've always been able to produce concrete in the wintertime.
Right.
You just have to heat the aggregates. You have to use hot water. There's a specification that you have to meet when you deliver the concrete, and then I guess the end user, the customer, the contractor is responsible to keep that concrete from freezing for a specified period of time. And if you do all those good quality management, quality control kind of things, absolutely no problem supplying and pouring concrete in the wintertime.
That might have changed when you just came back from the Korean conflict. Anyway, just been wonderful in conversation with you. Thanks very much for bringing our attention to your company and what it is you do. And thank you very much again for leaning in to helping that gentleman from the Ukraine. It's that type of thing that separates our province from everybody else. So well done to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you for tuning in to the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast, presented by the Newfoundland and Labrador Construction Association, produced by Gale Force Winds.